Hello and welcome to Eternity Tutorials. In this video, we will be learning about the division algorithm for polynomials. Now, what does the division algorithm for numbers say? It says that dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Now, for the polynomials, we write the same thing as px equal to gx into qx plus rx, where the degree of rx is less than degree of gx. Normal numbers, we stop the division only when the remainder is either 0 or it is less than the divisor. But with the polynomials, we see the degree. Whenever the degree of rx, the remainder, is less than the degree of gx, then we stop the division there. 2x square plus 3x plus 1, we have to divide this by x plus 2. I write down the polynomial with the highest degree, or the polynomial which is to be divided here, and divided by x plus 2. Now, if you see the first term here, the first term here is 2x square. So, we take first 2x square here, and the first term here is x. We divide these two. When you divide, this x gets cancelled with this and you are left with 2x. So, first quotient here will be 2x. So 2x into x gives me 2x square. 2x into 2 will be 4x. When I subtract, remember, whenever we subtract the polynomials, we change their sign. This gets cancelled and I am left with minus x plus 1 from here. Now please see the first term here, it is minus 1. When you have minus x here and the first term here is x, when you divide this, you get as minus 1. So the next quotient is minus 1. You multiply minus 1 by x, we get minus x. Minus 1 by 2 gives us minus 2. We again change the sign. This gets cancelled and I get 3. Now if you see, 3 is a constant whose degree is 0, which is less than the degree of this polynomial, which is 1. So we stop our division here, and hence we've got qx as 2x minus 1 and rx as 3. Let us just take another example so that it becomes more clear to you. Now, the question says, find all the zeros of 2x to the power of 4 minus 3x cube minus 3x square plus 6x minus 2 if 2 of its zeros are root 2 and minus of root 2. Now please see, the degree of this polynomial is 4. That means the number of solutions possible are 4, out of which 2 zeros are given to you. Now if I say that root 2 and minus root 2 are the zeros, then x minus root 2 and x plus root 2 is a factor of this polynomial. We'll see to this again. Because it is plus root 2, we change the sign here, minus root 2 and x minus root 2, and here we have minus root 2, so we change the sign to plus root 2. Before I move on, let me just explain you the example for this. If I say that for a polynomial 1 is a 0, then x minus 1 is a factor. If minus 2 is a 0, then we say x plus 2 is a factor. So we are changing the sign and we are writing with the variable. These two are the factors. Now x minus 2 and x minus root 2 and x plus root 2, they are the factors. That means when you multiply them, we apply a minus b into a plus b, and we get a square minus b square, which is equal to x square minus 2. So we say now this is a factor of this, because if two numbers are the factors of one number, let's say a number 12 has two factors, 3 and 2. So their multiplication, that is 3 into 2, 6, will also be the factor of 12. Similarly, if x minus root 2 and x plus root 2 are the factors of this polynomial, so their multiplication, that is x square minus 2, will also be a factor of this polynomial. Now because this is a factor, that means the given polynomial will be completely divisible by x square minus 2. Let's see, if I divide 2x to the power of 4 minus 3x cube minus 3x square plus 6x minus 2, this is divided by x square minus 2. So now again, if you see, the first term here is 2x to the power of 4, and the first term here, it is x square. I divide this. When you divide this, you get 2x square. So we write down the first term in the quotient is 2x square. Now multiply 2x square by x square and we get 2x to the power of 4. 2x square multiplied by minus 2 gives us minus 4x square, and we write down under the like term 3x square. With this power x square, we write the other term x square. I need to subtract, so I change the sign and I write the number with the highest power first, which is minus 3x to the power of cube, and when you subtract it, you get plus x square plus 6x minus 2. Now again we will see the first term here, which is minus 3x cube, and the first term here, which is x square. When you divide, the next term for our quotient becomes minus 3x. So I multiply minus 3x by x square, I get minus 3x cube, and minus 3x into minus 2 gives me plus 6x. I subtract. Again I write the variable with the highest power, that is x square. This gets cancelled and I get minus 2. Now it is simpler because the next term of the quotient will be plus 1, and I get x square minus 2, and when you subtract you get 0. So here the quotient here is 2x square minus 3x plus 1, and the remainder here is 0. But we have to find out the remaining zeros. For that we will factorize this quotient as well. we apply the division algorithm first. So according to the division algorithm, the polynomial 2x to the power of 4 minus 3x cube minus 3x square plus 6x minus 2 is equal to x square minus 2 into 2x square minus 3x plus 1. Now, this has already been factorized, so we factorize this. How do you factorize this? We write down 2x square as it is minus 3x plus 1. So by the middle term splitting, we get minus 2x minus x plus 1. Now we take 2x common out of the first two and I am left with x minus 1 minus out of the last two I take minus common and I am left with x minus 1. Now x square minus 2 again remains as it is and you get 2x minus 1 into x minus 1. So the remaining zeros apart from root 2 and minus root 2, the remaining zeros are 1 by 2 and 1, and these two are the zeros which are already given to us. So let's take another example. Check whether t square minus 3 is a factor of 3t cube minus 2t square minus 19 minus 12. So how do you check whether it is a factor? When we divide both the polynomials and the remainder comes out to be 0, we say that this is a factor of the polynomial given. And if it is not 0, then it is not a factor. Let's see. The first term of the polynomial here is 3t cube and the first term here is t square. When you divide this, you get the first term of the quotient to be 3t. Multiply 3t by t square, we get 3t cube, and when we multiply 3t by minus 3, we get minus 90. I change the sign and I cancel it. I write the term with the highest power first. This gets cancelled and minus 12 comes down. Now again we take the first term here, which is minus 2t square, and the first term here is t square. So the second term of our quotient comes out to be minus 2. When you multiply, you get minus 2t square plus 6. I change the signs. This gets 0 and here we get minus 18. Now if you see, the remainder minus 18 has the degree 0, which is less than the degree of the polynomial here, which is 2. So we stop our division here. And also because the remainder is not 0, so we say that t square minus 3 is not a factor of 3t cube minus 2t square minus 90 minus 12. So that's all from the division algorithm for polynomials. If you have any doubts, please leave your doubts in the comment section. If you like the video, please share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.